what did you get from the film Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse?
Yes, it was a pretty fun movie, similar to the last one in that way. And I think did an excellent job of both being geeky, explaining the different the Spider-Verse or the multiverse, while also still being very understandable, colorful, unique in animation, and very fun to watch.
I agree. Fun all the way around. It's a must watch. Must watch. If you haven't already. This is one of the best Spider-Man movies ever made. I'm surprised that Sony can make this, but not the live action ones as great, or at least the last live action one that they made, which was the Amazing Spider-Man,
Right.
and also I guess the Venom movies and Morbius, and I guess next is Kraven the Hunter, but
Different vibe.
yeah, we'll see how those turn out. But yeah, this is one of the best. I mean, they bring back some of the same art style from the first film, Into the Spider-Verse, and they build on that, you know, different themes and colors based on how the characters are feeling during that moment. Just amazing animation. I mean, I think it's just revolutionized what animation can be.
Yeah, it definitely makes different art styles more mainstream, right? Getting away from the Pixar character
Illumination.
types, right? And the Illumination, right there. Yeah, there's the two main kind of studios that have been going at it with Pixar, Disney, and Illumination. Yeah, Sony's kind of making their own way with this. It'll be interesting to see if they can do this with other stories, original stories, or other Marvel projects, whatever it may be. But this creative art style, definitely, I don't think shouldn't be unique to just the Spider-Verse movies, but it's definitely a good formula they have going.
Yeah. I'm not sure if they can really use other Marvel characters because they only own Spider-Man.
Right.
Unless, I guess, Marvel Studios wants to kind of keep the deal going where they just borrow each other's characters. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this movie was amazing in every way. Really, I think it's even better than the first one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They're so close in story. I mean, they really just pick up right after one another. It's hard for me to tell you they're different movies, which is a good problem, right? And that's much easier with animation because the characters are pretty much the same. No one's grown up. No one has a weird body thing. No one sounds older. But with animation, you got to pick up right where you left off, like nothing ever happened. So because it feels so good as a transition, maybe that means it's better. But for me, they're like tied.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, I have no problem with that. I mean, this movie shows so much. I mean, Into the Spider-Verse, I guess we saw maybe 4 or 5 different other spider people, but in this, they expand that.
Yeah,
times
that is
1,000.
Right, seeing everyone that ever existed as spider people. And there's little clips where they show live action ones as well, but it is super, I mean, very creative. And the styles of the characters looking different as well is super in.
Yeah, I mean, each character has their own style, not just how they look, just the way that they are animated.
Mm-hmm.
Like Spider-Punk, played by Daniel Kaluuya, which I didn't really realize watching the movie.
I did not either.
But he's like some kind of, I don't know how to really describe it, but it's almost like his animation is constantly moving. And
it's like 3D paper.
Yeah.
That is like in stop motion.
Yeah, and it's like he's a guy that doesn't like labels, and He's kind of like a rebel. He's
Right.
that kind of almost like a hippie style, almost, I guess. Would you say that?
Yeah, yeah, that punk hippie kind of fight the power type.
Yeah. Um, but they each have their own style. Thanks for watching. And if you would like to be featured on our podcast, make sure to click the link in the description.